G for guitar, G, G, G. G for giraffe, G for gray, H for house, H for hen, hatch. I for idea, I for ice cream, I for insect, I for ink, I. J for jump, J for joker, J, J, J. K for kite, K for king, K, K, K. L for lion, L for ladder, low, low, low. N for monkey, M for mirror, man. N for nest, N for nose, N. O for orange, O for octopus, O. O for onion, O for octopus, O. P for pigeon, P for panda, Q. Q for queen, Q for quail, Q. R for rose, R for rabbit, R. S for smile, S for starfish, S for submarine, S for shark, T for tiger, T for tree, T. U for umbrella, U for unicorn, V for violin, V for van, V. W for watch, W for whale, W. For xylophone, X for x-ray, Y for yo-yo, Y for yak, Y. Z for zebra, Z for zoo,